Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Mr. Salick Does Art. Today, what I thought we would do was work on a collage. And if you don't know what a collage is, I'll tell you what it is right now. So, a collage, all it is you're taking smaller elements, pieces of something, paper, fabric, whatever it is, and you're assembling it together, you're putting it all together on some sort of backing. So I'm just going to use my sketchbook. You can use cardboard. You can use backing board. You can use chipboard, which is like the board you get when you get a 12-pack of soda. And what you're thinking about is just something that's a little bit heavier, computer paper, something thin like that, notebook paper. Doesn't work as well if you're going to use glue. Now, you don't have to use glue to make it a collage, but for today, we're going to be using scissors. And we're going to be using glue. So good old Elmer's glue and just regular scissors. And we're going to be cutting out the pieces. I'm going to be using this junk mail. Instead of throwing this away, I decided, oh, maybe I'll make some art out of this stuff. So I'm going to be cutting stuff out, and I'm going to be gluing it into my sketchbook here, and we're just going to see what happens. The two words that I'm thinking about while I'm doing my collage are two of our elements of art, which are space and shape. I'm thinking a little bit about color as well, but I'm mostly thinking about shape and how I'm cutting things out, and then also about space, how I'm arranging them on the page. So let's get started. Let's see how it ends up. So I've started to do a little snip and start cutting out some pieces here. If you look at my little workstation here, you can see that I haven't started gluing anything down. I'm just cutting pieces down. I think what a lot of people have the tendency to do when making a collage is you start gluing pieces down. Oh, sorry, that's my clock. It makes Halloween noises. I'm going to leave that in. You have a tendency to start gluing pieces down too soon, and then you can't rearrange things. So my advice when doing a collage is to cut out all your pieces first and arrange it like you want it, and then start gluing things down. All right, so I got all my pieces cut out as far as what I want to do with this collage. So let me show you that real quick. This looks like I've arranged everything here. There's no glue yet. I'm about to start gluing things down, and then I'll show you the finished product here in a second. So I think I'm done here with my junk mail collage. So most of the stuff that I cut out was food advertisements or furniture or clothing. So that's what ended up happening as far as the subject material that I used in my composition here. And a couple vocabulary words I want to go over with before I wrap it up here. We have symmetry. In this case, it's actually radial symmetry because it's around. Radial just means in a circle or around. So the whole composition is all focused towards the center, which is the Geico gecko with some fabulous hair. And a couple more things. As far as tips, when you're doing your collage, you're going to want to, if you can, and you don't have to, but what I would recommend, I should say, is using big pieces in the background and then small pieces in the foreground. So build up with big pieces in the back and then move up to small pieces in the front. As far as craftsmanship goes, which is another word I can teach you, craftsmanship means how well you're using the tools, your construction. Are you sloppy? Are you messy? Or are you neat and careful? Don't use a lot of glue. Use a little bit of glue. Just a little bit of a small layer is how I would advise you to use the glue. A lot of my students want to just squeeze the whole thing out of there, and that's not what you're supposed to do. So it's kind of like driving a car. You don't always have your foot on the gas. And for those of you that don't drive a car yet, there's a good reason why you don't drive a car yet. is because you need good control. And so just like if you're driving a car, you don't always have your foot on the gas. You're not always squeezing it hard. You're trying to squeeze it hard when you need to, as far as this, the glue goes. And then also let off the gas when you don't need a lot of glue. I do recommend liquid glue, good old Elmer's, and not stick glue. Stick glue is kind of just in a pinch when you need to paste something down, but for longevity, this is what you want. You want the good stuff, the liquid glue, which is, it's nice because it's nice and cheap. Doesn't cost a whole lot of money. So that's going to wrap it up for today. This has been the Junk Mail Collage on Mr. Salick Does Art. I'll see you next time. I hope you have a great day.